Hey folks, welcome back to Other M. We are here in Sector 1, still surveying the area, and heading to that navigation room. But unfortunately that door over there is locked, so we will need to find an alternative way through. I think that's a clever way of messing with our preconceived notions about save rooms. Unfortunately, it's the only time they ever do anything like that. Anyway, let's have a long, linear corridor with very little of interest. Except little windows. Little preview of things to come. You can see these weird spider brontosaurus ent creatures walking around. We will have certain experiences with them in the future. And over here we have a bathroom, actually. Two bathrooms, but we can't go in the men's bathroom because Samus is a lady. Normally, in certain bathrooms, you would find, like, an upgrade or something, but there's nothing of interest here. Through here, through another nondescript linear corridor. I'm gonna have to stop pointing out every time there's a nondescript linear corridor, but good lord, there are a lot of them. What do we have here? It looks like a thing that we will be ignoring because no items. And this here appears to be some sort of busted elevator shaft. What busted it, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe the monsters, but other elevators are working just fine, so who knows. I'd have to be a pretty buff monster to take care of it. Anyway, don't mind me being terrible at platforming. There we go. For whatever reason, she can cover more horizontal distance when leaping off a wall, rather than getting, like, using her feet to jump. She can do more with her arms. It's weird. Anyway, for no other reason other than the fact that it's there, let's start to dislodge that elevator. And then this is actually crafty. If you shoot the missile while you're still hanging onto a ledge, elevator will crush you. So you gotta hide in there and just crush the chameleon yourself. Again, it's pretty cool, but oh dear, oh god, oh god. Oh, get out, get out. Yeah, that's dangerous. But yeah, now that that elevator is down, we can continue up. I feel like they made this elevator shaft kind of taller than they needed to, because I kind of got sick of jumping from side to side over and over with no actual, like, timing or skill involved. Anyway, another observation room, and this time let's sneak in with missiles. You'd think there'd be a more subtle way to get in, but okay. And I'm not entirely sure what this, like, passageway is supposed to be. It looks like some sort of, like, garbage chute or something. I don't know what these. Ooh. I mean, I feel like those are clumps of some sort of organic material that we will see from time to time in Sector 1. But why is it here? Why is it in perfect cubes? And what exactly is this? I don't really know. Ventilation system? Sewage system? I don't know. Anyway, as you can see, there will be opportunity to use the grapple beam at a later date, but we don't currently have access to it. We have it, but we don't have access to it. Anyway, if you're doing a normal run, don't speed all the way down there, because if you jump over that hole, you can grab an upgrade. And yeah, here's that organic material that I was talking about before, those cubes. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It looks like some sort of mass of, like, spider web or something. But since there's no, like, scan visor or anything in this game, I have no clue. All I know is that it is missile-able, and explosive for some reason. Or at least highly flammable. And again, you can go down this passageway to grab an item if you are not playing hard mode. I kind of stopped caring about looking at potential item locations as I went on through the game, because I just decided, screw it, I'm gonna finish it. But hey, that's Metroid. You can explore to your heart's content. You don't need me to show you everything. Anyway, slip through here. Ignore those bricks. Okay. Oh dear. And that was a quick time event, just so you know. Oh, and look at these guys who are very obviously enemies. Look at that. That one's interactable. Why isn't the one to the left interactable? Look at him. He's gonna eat me. See? Try to eat me. I mean, you could see the shot passed right through him earlier, so, like... Why? I don't understand. Something is making a very annoying noise over there. I don't know what that is. Anyway, this is some sort of subterranean research area where they put in a whole bunch of dirt and then dug out caves and have observed a bunch of creatures in here. Apparently that was a worthy use of their resources. Just gotta spend a lot of money on a bunch of dirt. Well worth it. Giant novelty ant farm, basically. Anyway, through here, and remember that's important. That this thing. You'll wanna remember it. And the subterranean control room. This is where they control all the dirt. More chameleons. How did the chameleons get in here? I don't think the chameleons can fit through those morph ball tunnels, and they certainly don't normally live underground. Anywho, chameleons can be dangerous if you let them be, but once you learn to be aggressive and just dash up to them and smash them in the head, they're really not too big a problem. Anyway, through here, we have a save room. They are pretty good about save rooms in this game, I would say. Sometimes a little too good. You will never really be in need of a save room when you think you need one. And here we go, security drones of some sort, I guess? They're basically flying robots that shoot lasers. Not really native Zebus inhabitants, I don't think. Anyway, the idea is that when they open up their guns or whatever to blast you, shoot them with a missile or something along those lines. Unfortunately, because there are two of them, you'll often be stuck attacking one, and then the other will attack you while you're dealing with the other. There we go. They can be annoying, just if you aren't adept at handling two enemies at once, and they are relatively strong enemies, I would suppose. Anywho, this is the diffusion beam, one of the actual new items in this game. By new, I mean not something that Samus already had. It's totally a stolen idea from the diffusion missiles in Fusion, but I'll accept it. Essentially allows you to attack a whole bunch of small enemies at once. So like you'll see a huge mass of bugs, and then your shot will scatter and destroy a whole bunch of them at once. It's useful. And essentially allows you to be less precise, even though you don't actually aim your shots in this game anyway. Anywho, as you saw, this is a complete retread of the power management room from the last video. I guess it's just where the bugs like to make their nests. I don't really know. But anywho, that allowed us to unlock that door that was locked at the beginning of the video. So let's head back over. Oh dear. So yeah, now we are finally facing those worm jerks that assaulted us in the quick time event earlier. And again, they don't take too many hits as long as you get that lethal strike in. If I explained lethal strikes, if an enemy is laying down and prone, you can just run up to them and blast the hell out of them and they'll die. very useful. Sometimes it's hard to get over in time. Anyway, this guy's being a jerk. He doesn't want to make himself very accessible. But again, not a big issue. And that morph ball thing activates for some reason. I don't know what the worms had to do with that, but okay. It's two completely unrelated things. There's a cause and effect, but I'm not understanding why. And all the way over here. Another one of these jerks. This time he's not stuck in an elevator, so we can somewhat show what he's about. Except not really, because, yeah. You attack his weak point. I'm sorry if you couldn't figure that out. It's the giant glowing thing is his weak point, in case you were not aware. Anyway, just looking around again, getting my bearings, because I'm terrible at navigation. But yeah, this is the same room that we went to before. And I think I just completely had a brain fart or something. Yeah. Let's go this way. Let's go the way we went before. Alright, and a couple of linear corridors later, we can head on through. Anywho, this is another linear corridor, but with a twist. We need to find an alternate path through. I know that's just the most thrilling combat you've ever seen. Anyway, you can see there's a terminal up there we need to activate. We don't know how it will help us, but it's a thing to activate, so let's activate it. And this is kind of one of the things that Other M likes to do that I'm somewhat appreciative of. It's obvious that there is a hidden path somewhere, but you need to figure out where the hell it is. And often the default camera angles will make it a little tricky to see if you're not being observant. So it forces you to slow down and figure out what's going on. It makes me look like an idiot, but, I mean, it's fun. Let me jump over there. You have a spring ball by default, by the way, just in case you were not aware. Turn that hologram back on, and it will show us this. There's a little crack in the wall there, and that is demonstrated by the hologram not really working there. So it's a demonstration that we can bomb it and get through. I'm not sure if it's bombable without activating the hologram. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't, because this game likes to do things like that, but I haven't tried it out. Anyway, rather than like incinerating those bugs, the catching the web on fire just destroys the web and frees them. Anyway, dealing with the Venus flytraps in a linear corridor, still not too much of an issue, because you can just run backwards. Dealing with this guy's in a linear corridor, kind of the same issue. It's not as tight of a corridor as you might think, so really not much of an issue. And here is the biological experiment floor. I don't know, it's cool. It's like, it's darker, it seems like a more nocturnal kind of area. I don't know, I think it's a good creative set piece. It's a little more moody than some of the other areas we've seen so far. And there's also that dripping water down there. There's also that weird synth music, which just is not fitting at all. Anyway, we got these dudes who swing vines around sometimes. I remember very similar enemies from the Prime games, but I'm sure Sakamoto didn't steal from the Prime games because he doesn't like the Prime games. Anyway, bit of platforming, bit of danger. And you can just barely make that jump. Gotta grab for it. And down we go. Find the thing, there's a thing. Do you know what the thing is? I don't know what the thing is. What's the thing? Let's find it. There it is. And it's time for more bugs. I hope you like bugs. Bugs are cool. Anyway, the idea here is to get rid of all these drones and then do something about that nest. You see, we've got more of these dudes holding up the big purple thing, which is meant to resemble a nest. And ideally, we would be able to destroy the vines when the coast is clear, like that. Ooh. Now I think, yes, you can get more than one vine in one go, which is definitely nice. They don't force you to make it a 4-round ordeal. Or 5-round ordeal, looks like. But again, it's a complaint that I have with a lot of bosses. It's something where you have to wait for the boss to do something before you can attack it. And there it is. There's a queen, or I think it's a queen. That would be my best guess. And we gotta take care of it. And unfortunately, of course, the drones are none too pleased with that turn of events. So stop doing stylish things, I just want to attack the queen. Yeah, missiles are the way to go. It looks like it has some sort of plating on it, so... And yeah, you can basically stand back here and dodge the various long shots, and you'll be in good shape. So for some reason, they don't really feel like attacking directly right now. I don't know. They were doing that before. Seems like being forced to deal with both short and long range attacks would be a good challenge.
Some creatures use the powers of others to capture their prey. Watching this disgusting beast, I felt as though it was feeding off my power as well. At the same time, a thought crossed my mind. That howl I heard earlier, could this creature have been the source?
Samus, head to the Biosphere test area in your current sector. There should be some important information about this facility in that exam center. The other members are en route. Quickly, go meet them there.